What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. My name is Eric, and thank you for tuning in. The rental of the week is the all-new 2024 Toyota Prius. Now, you know about previous Toyota Priuses in the past. They haven't looked the best. The very first one was absolutely terrible. It got made fun of. It became a meme. It became the butt of a whole bunch of jokes. But it was Toyota's sort of climate change going forward or whatever, hybrid technology, extending the gas mileage, because remember back then, we all know when like SUV sales tanked because the gas prices were going through the roof and everybody was rushing to get like 30 miles a gallon, 35 miles a gallon. Meanwhile, they were doing 40, 45. But then the next generation came out, the Prius Prime. I'll never forget the Super Bowl commercial. I was like, damn, that Prius Prime looked kind of sweet. It was way more aggressive. It just looked better, and they threw some speed on it. And then we have this one, the best generation yet. I absolutely love the way this thing looks. It's like one giant curve going over. This thing actually turns heads, believe it or not. And people don't even know what it really, there's an old Prius right there. Let me spin you guys around. This is kind of funny. Spotted the old Prius right there. Look how terrible that thing. And then the new one's right there. Get out, hold on. Sorry with a little distraction. That was kind of cool. It hardly ever happens when I'm reviewing a car, then the older ones are sitting right in the same parking lot within camera shot. But anyway, yes, this is the best one yet. But however, there's two things. Toyota split the models up. This is the Toyota Prius. This is a regular mild, I call it a mild hybrid. So you charge the battery by driving the engine, by spinning the engine, whatever. Then when the battery gets enough juice in it, then you can run on full electric mode. However, this year, they now have a Prius Prime that is a plug-in hybrid that's gonna get you 44 miles on electric range. So now you can take your Prius Prime and you have, so if you notice the gas cap is on the left side over there, the electric charging port is on the right side over here. So they put all the batteries and juice and stuff in the back. Well, I don't know what the back, but yeah, so that's the Prius Prime. We're not gonna talk too much about that one because we're gonna focus on what I have here in front of me, the regular Toyota Prius, and it starts about $27,000, which I think is absolutely amazing in today's car markets. I think the average cost of a new car is like $36,000, $35,000, but that includes like the entire lineup of Mercedes, Lexus, Audi, and those are all like $70,000, $80,000 cars. But anyway, let's get started. So let's get the facts and figures out the way, then we can start having fun. So the Toyota Prius comes in three different trims. There's the LE, then there's the XLE, then there's the Limited. This is a rental spec. You guessed it, this is the LE. And you can kind of tell by the wheels. The other two trims are gonna have different wheels that you can't even option up on the LE trim. And the LE trim is the lightest variant of all three trims, coming in at 3,097 pounds. That is supercar levels of lightness. And the car is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine plus the hybrid engine or hybrid motor, giving you a grand total of 196 horsepower, 139 pound-feet of torque. 150 of that horsepower comes from the engine, the other 46 from the electric motor. Obviously, when you're driving on the highway, it'll tell you, or driving wherever, there's a schematic that shows you how the power is being used or whatever, but it's designed to optimize efficiency. EPA rates this thing at like 51 in the city, 52 miles a gallon on the highway. Absolutely stupendous, superb, magnificent, exquisite, whatever. But look at the shape of it. That also adds into aerodynamics, how the air moves around the car. They even got rid of the door handles on the rear section. We'll get to that in a second, but this is such a beautiful car. I absolutely love it. But that's as far as my love goes, is the looks and the gas mileage. Everything else is pretty mid, but we'll get to that. So when you're speccing your brand new Prius on the configurator, you can get 6 colors. That's pretty boring, but it's fine. So Toyota, they're made for the masses. So 4 of your colors are gonna be free. Cutting edge, it's like a gray. Oh, the engine's running now, so you can get a little exhaust over there in the camera. We have Guardian Gray, Midnight Black Metallic, which is what you have here. It's kind of hard to see in the Michigan gloomy day here. And we have Reservoir Blue. That's like a deep blue, like a midnight blue, dark, something like that. The 2 extras are going to be Supersonic Red and wind chill pearl white. Now I would go for the red, maybe the pearl white if it's gonna have a nice sort of rainbowy shift. But those are $425 each. That's fine. And the engine has shut off because it has efficiently charged the battery enough, because the car's on. It's been on the whole time. You just didn't know it. All right, so let's discuss this very beautiful front end. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna hold you up. I think it's gorgeous because it's like simplistic and edgy and modern, and there's not a bunch of big grilled slots and stuff to look at. Just look at it. We have these super sharp daytime running lights. I have a gripe about the lights I will talk about in a minute. You have your headlights down here. These are all LED, by the way, and your beams are over there somewhere. I believe your turn signal's right there. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Open the door, click the little thing down, see if I'm correct. Car is on. Boom, that is a turn signal. The car does beep if you leave the car on and you walk away from it. We can turn this back off here, but it is a gorgeous front end. We have like a little bit of aggressive styling right here to help break up the air a little bit. I mean, there's not much more to say. Big Toyota logo right there. And again, the grille is down here, a little bit up here. Nothing crazy. License plate holder, shout out to Michigan. You don't need a front plate here. I love it. Parking sensors all up front right there. Excuse me, gnat fly, whatever that is. But yeah, man, it's a pretty straightforward front end. This does have adaptive cruise control. As you can see, this is the radar up there. This is annoying. But yeah, man, it's done very well. It's tasteful. It just looks better than the other generations for sure. I know you're wondering what it looks like up front, because I was too. Here we are. No frills, just straight engine action, watching how everything works. This looks like it is the electric motor. I do see the high voltage cable indicated colors back there. So I don't know anything about it. Maybe 48 or 222 volts. I remember seeing something like that. I could be wrong. Right next to the 4-cylinder engine. Neatly packaged in here. All the trim models are going to have the same exact engine, same horsepower output, same torque. I like to keep it pretty even. I don't know about the Prius Prime, but like I said, we're not talking about that in this video. But yes, no engine cover. Save you some money that way. Yeah, nothing crazy up here. All right, welcome to my favorite part of the car, the rear end. Look how clean and how futuristic it looks. It could maybe use a wiper back here because this gets pretty gunked up with water, but it's fine. Drive real fast and the water speeds right off. Ha ha. We have the nice big Prius logo right there. It just looks so aggressive and like, you know, like Optimus. This might turn into Optimus Prime any second. We have our hybrid electric vehicle logo over here. No idea what this little blue thing is. It's a logo they threw on it for some color maybe. We have a beautiful light. I wish it was a light bar. These are just a reflector, but the lights are actually on either side over here. They're also double as your turn signal. Reverse lights are underneath. But like, why couldn't you just make this a big giant light bar? Yes, this piece moves, but as long as you don't make it a brake light. Actually, the brake light is here and it moves, but regulations say you can't put brake lights. It's a third brake light. I don't know, it might be a little different. Anyway, brake light on the outside over here, no big deal. License plate, nice and low, like I like it on the car, which allows this sort of section to be nice and clean. Little plastic down here, nothing crazy. Parking sensors. But yes, as you can see, the exhaust pipe is somewhere on this side over here. But let me get out of here before I pass out from carbon monoxide poisoning. But again, a very nice, clean back end. I love the way they did it. This is the key for the Toyota Prius. Pretty cool looking. See the logo looking really spiffy there on the back. This is so light though, and it's minimalistic. There's not much here. But if you get other trims, other buttons start to show up. This is the LE. All you get is lock and unlock. When you get like the XLE and the Limited, you get like a motorized tailgate. You can operate with this thing, yada, yada, yada. But like most cars, keep the key in your pocket, walk up to the car, and listen to the sound it makes. Did you hear that? Let's do it again. We'll lock it by pressing the thing right here. Now I'll put it by the speaker and unlock it again. Does that not sound like the opening bars of Travis Scott's In My Eyes, the second half of it? I'll try to put a clip in here and not get copywritten. But I think that's so cool. It's not a loud horn or anything like that. It's subtle. Yes, the car has a horn, but it's subtle. It doesn't make a whole bunch of noise. Like when my mom locks her car, like it's just too much. It's just too much. While we're talking about door handles, I mentioned they got rid of them over here, but it's pretty obvious where they're at. You have two ways to get in here. So inside here is like a little sort of rubber grommet. Oh, wait, the car's locked. Hold on, I gotta unlock it. Nope, okay, it is. But you gotta do the whole unlock, whatever. I don't have the setting changed. So you can pull the door. It's like a popper. You pull the thing open and it pops. But what if the battery's dead? You push this little guy here, push it in. Really hard. You got really push it in there. And the door goes open. Yeah, but this is much easier. All I gotta do, pull it open. That's pretty cool. A little automatic popper. I like it. I like it a lot. Before we discuss the interior, I want to discuss the lights because it's something I did not know when driving the car and it could have got me pulled over. So this car does not have automatic lights. Sort of. Let me explain. So you see the stock, right? We have off, DRL, daytime running light, then, okay, so now I think the lights are on and the actual lights. Let's put them back to DRL. They're not on right now. Let's turn the car on by putting our foot on the brake and pressing the power button. Wakes the car up. Pretty cool. Vehicle will turn off in an hour. Fine, we'll do that. I don't care. Press the OK button. We got all kind of stuff right here. Now, DRL. Let's go see what's on outside. These are the DRLs. They're not on because the car is in park. When you put it in drive, these come on. Let's try it. So now the car is in drive. I have the parking brake on, so it's struggling, but don't worry about it. The DRLs are on and the headlights are on. But what's not on are the tail lights. If you come back here, see, these are not on. So when you drive away at night, these don't come on. Only the front ones do. And you got plenty of light to do whatever, but a cop can pull you over for these lights not being on. In order to turn these on, you have to physically turn them on. That's not even good enough. Let's check. Okay, this is good enough. So now we have the tail lights on. The car is still in drive. It's freaking out because the parking brake's on. And we have our lights on, okay? I just wanted you guys to know that before we continue. It's pretty important because my friend had to tell me, yeah, your lights ain't on. I was like, what are you talking about? And they weren't. While we're back here, let's discuss the trunk space. I have literally only discovered one way to open the trunk, and that is through physically opening it from the hatch. You can't do it from the key, and there's no button over there like on most cars. So underneath here, just to the right of the backup camera, you have a little rubber grommet. Now that's not enough. You gotta pull up. See, you gotta do it at the same time. Push the button and pull up. Opens up, cool. We do have a standard sort of cargo vision protector or whatever in here. Pretty basic. We do have a 60-40 folding seat right there. Let's push this back. Will it stay up? Sure won't. But a little light. Latches. I don't know. Got some mulch in here. What's in there? Let's check. It's a safety kit. All right. Looks like your battery. Let's go ahead and put that back. That looks inviting. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Whoa. What is this? Emergency tire puncture repair kit. That's pretty cool. Let's keep going. All right, tire puncture repair kit. Do you get a spare? Let's keep lifting. Oh, this like locked in with this little thing right here. All right, I'm going to assume they don't give you a spare in this car. Oh, yeah, there's no spare, but look, a place that you could put one because it's like circular. All right, I think I'd rather have a replacement kit, tire puncture replacement kit, and drive to the spot I gotta go to rather than sit on the side of a highway and change a tire. But yep, not a lot of storage. I could get both of my bags, my toolkit and my suitcase in here. But yeah, pretty standard. Like I said, it's a minimalistic car, but you get a lot for your money with the gas mileage and the styling. Oh, whatever. Handle here to pull down. Good to go. All right, let's take a look at the interior. There are two colors you can get. This is going to be like graphite gray or something. The other one is black. You know, it's pretty neutral, but these are like cloth or something, recycled material. You know how all these companies do. No leather options available at all. But the inside is fairly simplistic, fairly comfortable, and we do have the traditional gauge back there. This is a little distracting. So this is how I sit normally. And you see what's happening here. I can't see the dash or whatever. So let's move the wheel. And you move it down. Fine. We'll move it all the way down. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I moved the wheel as low as it can go, but like look how close it is to my knee now. And when I go to get out the car, I'm gonna be rubbing my pants on it. And I just don't like this feature. I'd rather have a full dash, but that's what Toyota's been doing for years with this car. So obviously it's working. I don't want to raise my seat. I shouldn't have to raise my seat, but whatever. We do have two screens. Oh yeah, this is the screen I was mentioning earlier where you can kind of see what the car is doing. So this is the engine part up here. Once this is running, it shows you put energy back into the battery or going to the wheels. This is the front wheel drive version. I forgot to mention all three trims can be all wheel drive, but this is front wheel drive. And when you have the battery powering things, you'll see another like arrow or something. I'll show that later. I'm on the highway or something. You have a little gauge over here, nothing crazy. But what is crazy, this steering wheel, it's fairly busy and it feels unorganized. Up here you have like how to control the different menu options up there. You get a call button, then you have like all the different directions. Your volume's over here, but to skip a track is over here. It's fine, I guess. A lot of companies have volume on the right side or whatever. This is your like activate Siri, voice tone, whatever. Just a weird looking steering wheel, and all your cruise control stuff's over here as well. This is how you change the radio stations or the source for the infotainment system. Up to the left, auto high beams. This is your front defrost. I don't know what else these two things are. I do believe the car does come with heated mirrors. You can fold them in, of course. Decent. Whatever, I can talk about that. It's pretty regular. And why are we still using buttons to open the gas cap? Just like most other cars these days, just push the door and it opens. But nope, we still gotta unlock the thing and whatever. Start stop buttons right here. They call that power. I like that. Let's see what's shaking up here. Oh yeah, there's some cool things I want to show you. So let's go to mode. That's the radio station. AM radio. So let's click up here. It'll take us to our different sources. And I've seen something I had never seen before. Okay, didn't like that. Let's try this. Nope, that's the radio. Where is my sources? Be right back. Sources is right there. So I click sources. I've never seen, who the hell is Timothy? I don't know who that is, but he's not here. We got my phone as Bluetooth, and you can have Apple Music directly into the car. That is so cool. I have no idea what it takes to set that up. And also Amazon Music. I've never seen these two things in cars before. So you got a subscription and stuff. I don't know what just happened. I touched something. Subscribe to listen. Yeah, so I'm sure you can link your account or whatever, but that's cool. But the screen is decent. I can't tell you what size this screen is, but it's pretty responsive. You know, nothing crazy. Energy flow. This is the same screen that's up over here. If I press the mode button again, it comes back. Much bigger version. Pretty cool to look at. But yeah, man, nothing crazy. It's I won't say it's a minimalistic car, but it kind of is. It gives you exactly what you need with a few extra creature comforts that are like kind of like necessities now in this day and age, but without going over the top. But you know how I feel? I hate when they just plop screens up on the dash like that, and it's not just one, it's two of them. Whatever. Volume button right here. Like the little Prius logo right there. A little slid it in, no big deal. Hazards. Vents, all your climates down here, fairly straightforward. I believe this would be where the heated and cooled seats come into play. The XLE and limited edition trims do have heated seats. The limited has cooled and heated seats. We have our fan speeds right here. This is all single zone climate. Every of one of these Priuses has a single zone climate. We have the defrosters, AC, nothing crazy. Down here we have the USB-C port for data, but Apple CarPlay is wireless, so I can just plug it on this side, get a faster charge. 14 volt outlet there. A little storage pocket down here for stuff. Oh yeah, you can lift this up, pull my thing out. What was that? Okay, push up, and you got the secret storage. Hidden compartment hashtag. Why are you hashtagging stuff, Toyota? Toyota's showing their sense of humor, because that's not the only hashtag. Boom! Hashtag cup holder. What are they doing? It's kind of funny because it's like a little, I don't know, homage to social media and how today's stuff is acting. So, back here, the important stuff. This is the gear shift, a little nub, no big deal. Put your foot on the brake, and it kind of gives you directions. So, push over, pull back to go into drive. You have D right there. The car will go forward. You can push it up, real up, over and up for reverse. Reverse camera right there, no big deal. And pull it back to the side to go to neutral. Hold shifter and N. Oh, I gotta hold it there. All right, now we're in neutral. Cool. And you're wondering, what is B? So B is gonna be for engine. What is going on? Must be in drive. Okay, so drive first, then pull back. Now we're in engine brake mode. So when you let off the accelerator, because I'm on the brake, let off the accelerator, the car will use the engine to slow itself down, kind of like the tractor trailers do, and you'll be putting a lot more energy back into the battery. That's a pretty cool mode. I'll drive like that later, show you guys. And right here, press to go in the park, no big deal. Back here we have our drive modes. Let's flick them around, see what we got. Sport, custom, normal, eco. Nothing crazy, man. You can put the car in the EV mode right here in case you want to get up really early in the morning and drive out without making any noise. This is your auto hold button, so you can press this button right here. All right, brake hold unavailable, driver seat. Really, dude. Anyway, you press this button and you're in drive. The car won't roll forward and you release your foot off the brake. That's all it is. Parking brake, try to control it off for those wild times. A perfect cell phone holder, hashtag side tray. Toyota's funny, man. Let's see what's in here. We got napkins. Not sure where they're from. 2 more USB-C ports. Well, hold on. 2 more USB-C ports. They went USB-C crazy in here. But it's a decent amount of storage in here. Nothing crazy. But yeah, man, the interior is pretty straightforward. Nothing to really talk about in here in the LE version, at least. You can get a digital rear view mirror on the upper trim. Give me 1 second. All right, so I got my notes out. This rear view mirror can be digital, as like the new Cadillacs or whatever, where it's just a camera out the back. That is optional on the limited package. You can also get the optional glass roof on the XLE, but it is standard for the limited model. You can get a heated wheel that is standard on the XLE and the limited, and as well as the heated seats. Also get memory. See, this is the perfect place to put some memory seats. That's only going to be on the limited edition, not limited edition, but the limited trim. As you can see, this is a manual seat. Hit the tab, slide back. Now I get a lot more space here. You also can get the 360-degree rear view camera on the limited. So they load you up on the limited trim, but they really starve you on the LE. The limited thing is like $38,000, which I think is another 10 grand above where this car is spec'd right now. But I do think it's worth it. I mean, if you're gonna hold on to it, yeah, I think it's worth it to go the limited route. Ah, yes, one thing I wanted to show you. I was getting in the back seat, but I want to show you this. So a lot of cars, you open the door and it'll hinge here and it'll hinge way out here. Not Toyota. So look at this. So I can hinge it anywhere. Here, 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 wherever. I just love that you can just open the door and it doesn't like snap into some position. You can just put it anywhere. That's pretty cool, man. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're in the back seat of the Toyota Prius now. It's fine. There's nothing back here except for 2 USB ports. That's it. But it's fine. I got plenty of headroom for sure. Nice roof line. I don't know. I'm 5'9", I think. Maybe a 6'3" can get in here and hang out, but I wouldn't want to be squished in here for too long. But it's pretty uneventful back here, and I just don't understand why only one back pocket. One seat has a back pocket. The other one doesn't. Is that for the driver to be able to reach back here and put stuff in and take out? I don't quite understand. But it's a bench seat. I do not have an armrest. It's an option that you can get on the XLE or the limited trim. I just get a bench with no armrests. But if you want to put the seats down, there's a little button right here. There you go. That's it. That's the back seat. It's time to take it for a ride now, I believe. All right, we are inside the 2024 Toyota Prius. Just gassed it up from a quarter tank, about $37 at $4.80 a gallon. But this is a car. That's about it. Nothing too special or crazy with it. I do like the thick steering wheel, but the way the dash is set up, I don't like it because I'm looking straight ahead and I can only see maybe the top 50% of what's on the screen there. Yes, I see the speedometer, I see what's important, how fast I'm going and things like that, but I wish I could see more. So let's move the steering wheel all the way down, fine. But now it's like right down by my knees. It's just not desirable, especially when getting out of the car. If the steering wheel like raised up and stuff, you know, like some cars have the easy exit where the seat moves back and the steering wheel moves, allowing you to get out the car easier, then this wouldn't be much of a problem for me. But I'm not moving the steering wheel every time I get out the car and get back in it. So that's one of my only gripes with the car. But aside from that, it's a pretty regular car. It does drive really nicely. It's really smooth. It's comfortable. I don't know how many miles I put on it this trip. Probably 300, but it was fine. Nothing crazy. I'm in a highway turn right now. Feels, I don't want to say planted, but it's a car. You know, it's not some. Oh yes. So when you step on it, you don't hear much, but you hear the little 4-cylinder going, and it's a CVT transmission. So that stands for I don't know. It's probably at the bottom of the screen, but it's like one of those transmissions where you don't really feel shifts. Some continuously variable transmission, something like that, where it just kind of revs up and sticks with you. It doesn't like shift. That's cool. Makes for a smoother driving experience, and that's fine. But again, yeah, it's fine. I do feel great. I sit low to the ground. I'm in a car, not an SUV, not a crossover. This is a car, but it's well done. And again, it's a decent amount of car for the money. I believe as this one sits, it's $29,000. That's great money for the technology we have in here. It's good to go. But am I really buying one? No, not really. But these are sick looking, especially with the 19-inch wheels. But that's probably about it. It's not much more to talk about. No 0 to 60 runs because it's not worth doing. No sound clips because it's not worth doing. And yeah, get you a Prius. Enjoy the great gas mileage if you're not ready for the full EV life. But like I'm probably going to mention in the outro, I'm excited to see what Toyota does when they do make a full EV of this. It's coming. I know it is. It has to be. Ready for the Prius to step into the EV world, or full EV world. All right, guys. Well, that is my time with the 2024 Toyota Prius. I really enjoyed it. I think it's pretty cool. But like I stated before, my love goes as far as its looks. That's pretty shallow, but it is what it is. I like what I like. But before we go over my rest of my opinions, I want to tell you about some options that I saw on the configurator that are pretty funny. You can get like protection for your car. Let me explain. For $494, you can get side moldings, so that if someone opens their door into your car, hopefully it hits that and doesn't hit the paint, okay? That also includes door edge guards, so they go on the inside of, they go on the inside of the door, so that when you open your door into someone else's car, it doesn't damage their car or the inside of yours. And you get like a rear bumper thing, like it looks weird. That's not all. For another $439, you can get paint protection film, but not exactly where it matters. So you can get it over the entire hood, the mirror caps, and the door cups. Now the door cups are gonna be the very corner, this piece here. Looks like this actually has it. It does. So this is a door cup. This is a paint protection right here, because rocks get kicked up off the front wheel and go over there. Fine, but why not the bumper? The bumper is pretty important, isn't it? Why not put paint protection over the bumper? Because it's complicated. That's why. The hood, pretty flat, one big piece. The mirror caps, small, but the bumper, complicated. They ain't gonna charge you, or they don't want to put together a package for you for that. But it should come with the bumper. Two things I forgot to mention in the options. The paint protection film that is included in that $439 does cover the fenders as well. I'm not sure how high it goes, maybe as high as the A-pillar where that the separation is. But also, this is the funniest one to me, $200 for a catalytic converter shield. That's right. People are stealing cats because there's platinum in them and all kind of precious metals, and they get sold for whatever reason. It's awful thing that people do, but people do it. So Toyota will sell you a catalytic converter protector. It goes underneath the car, and it's like a beautiful silver looking thing that like bolts in or whatever, so they can't just cut the cat off. I'm sure thieves can find a way to cut that shield off as well. I bet that shield is worth money as well. But that's just a funny thing that I saw. And there's a lot more options like doggy brushes and all kinds of stuff on the Toyota website. But yeah, man, but the car drives well, it's fuel efficient, it gets you from point A to point B, does it very stylishly, has some forward tech, can't really drive itself, but adaptive cruise control is fine. It's old technology, but it's fine. Allows you to relax a little bit on the highway. It drives like a car. It was relatively soft. I did enjoy that. Good ground clearance. I did go over some interesting bumps earlier, but it's just so sleek and so beautiful, so aerodynamic, and it's so like leading the charge, you know? I am looking forward to when Toyota releases the all-electric Prius, the e-Prius, the e-Prius, or whatever you want to call it. I want to see what that can do. Now, yeah, it's going to pack on some pounds because of electric motors and batteries, but if you keep this sort of styling and keep the same attitude with that old one and that old one and this new one, I'm very excited. I think they could compete with Tesla in the range category, and I think this looks better than a Model 3, Model Y, for sure. I'd rather drive this than those. Would I? I think so. But anyway, guys, I won't be driving those because it's not my style yet. If this is your first time seeing my face, please smash the subscribe button, like the video while you're at it, browse the channel, check out my food content, check out my other car content. This is the Hungry Road. We eat and we drive. Cool cars that eat at cool places. But remember, there's never an empty tank or empty stomach on this road. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Thank you.